Hey guys, in this video I want to show you how you can use Claude to audit your Klaviyo account. So if you're an email marketer, you work with brand owners and you want to learn how you can do this using Claude, because usually audits is like something we do for our clients every month and for new prospective clients also. So if you're looking for a faster way to make this audit instead of spending hours and hours in this client's Klaviyo account, this video is going to show you a simpler way of doing this in minutes, literally. So whether you are an email marketer or even a brand owner yourself and you want to know how to do this audit yourself, maybe you don't have an email marketer or you are doing email marketing yourself, in this video I'm going to share how you can make this particular audits to get the best out of your email marketing. Now for starters, you would need to have a paid Claude account. So as you can see here, I have mine. You can see that it's pro plan. Not only that, you also need to have your Klaviyo accounts, very important. Now that's because both of these platforms, they operate. For you to be able to make this audit and connect it, you will need a paid plan for each of these platforms. Very important. Now something else you want to keep in mind, it's the fact that when you're making audits, particularly when I'm making audits for my clients, I try to go over 4 major areas in their account. The first is their list growth. So list growth is very important because when an account is not growing, it means you're selling to the same people over and over again, which is not ideal. So I like to check out the list growth to see how much subscribers join their email list every month, and to also see how well their forms are performing. So this is very important. The second aspect of audits that I like to focus on is deliverability. So this is very important because if emails are not landing in the primary folder, if emails are going to spam, or if they are being marked as spam, if they are bouncing, it's of no use because it will be a wasted effort. So I like to check how good a client's metrics is, their open rates, their click rate, their spam complaint rate, their bounce rate, their unsubscribe rates. All of these are part of deliverability and they are very crucial. And the third aspect I like to look at as it regards to making audits is the flow performance. Usually I want to see maybe between 40 versus 60% attribution between flows and campaigns. So I want to make sure that the flows are performing well and that they have the right flows live. So this is very crucial because flows are what sells to your customers even while you sleep. So they are non-negotiable as it regards to email marketing. And then the final aspect I like to look at is campaign. I like to see how frequent a brand sends emails. I like to see the segments they are sending to. I like to see the content of the email campaigns. These are very important because it determines if people are going to open your emails or if they are not going to open your emails. Now, since you're talking about Claude versus Klaviyo, the first step here would be to connect your Klaviyo to your Claude account. There are different ways you can do this. You can start from Klaviyo, but since I'm already in Claude, let's just start from Claude. So you just go on here and you go to settings. When you go to settings, you go to connectors, then you browse connectors here. Then I'm going to search for Klaviyo. Klaviyo. So you click on it and then you click on connect. Now you're going to see this modal open, so you want to click on approve on here. So let's just do that right away. So when you click on this approve, it's going to show you the list of all the Klaviyo accounts that you have access to, right? So you will now choose the particular brand that you want to connect this particular Claude to. This is very important. So I'll just pause this video now because I don't want to show my client details. Okay, So you can see here connected to Klaviyo. This is now connected. All right, so that will be all for the connection. Now this is where the audit begins. Let's go to new charts. Now, just to confirm, to know if this is actually properly connected, you can actually go here and check connectors, and then you see Klaviyo and you see that it is toggled on. So if this is toggled off, it means your connection was not a success. So having done that, let's now come on here and get started with our audit. So the first thing we are going to do here is to tell Claude to audit our list growth over time. All right, so so you can click here, always allow, or you can just say allow once, but let's do always allow. Makes things easy for us. So this might take some time. Let's just pause this. So this has just pulled out our list growth for the past 6 months. You can see, first of all, it told us our current total subscribers, unsubscribe, and then the net. Now let's take a look at it month in and month out. So we have October, November, December, January, February, March, and April. So you can see the monthly breakdown on here. It actually built a table for me showing me the new subscribers, the unsubscribes, and then the net of this. And this is like a little bit of context just to explain further on what was already shared. Now if you want, you can take this even more further by asking it, okay, what are the different things that I can do to increase my list growth, or which of the sign up forms performs the highest. You can keep asking questions, keep prompting it until it gives you the exact details that you want as regards your list growth. Now let's dive into deliverability. So this is going to take a while, so I might just pause this. So Claude has finished analyzing, and this is the result it's displaying on my screen. From what you can see here, these accounts need so much help, and that is what we are currently working on for this brand. So bounce rate is so high. This is a lot, is so high, and then this also is very important, and we are working on improving this. Now you might be wondering why this is very important when it comes to email marketing. is because if people don't click, what it means that they are not buying from your emails. So even if you have great open rates like we have here, 72%, if people are not clicking, it means they are just reading your emails and just walking away. So we need this click rate to be very, very high. 2% is not so bad. It's like the industry standard, but we want to get it to excellent, at least 3% or 4% click-through rate. So these are areas that need improvement. So if you are an email marketer, these are places you want to like start tackling one by one. You read them to see the areas that it is recommending. Now these are some campaigns, and this is like the top offenders, the campaigns that did not do so well as it regards to both the deliverability metrics, bounce rate. You can see them here. So basically you want to go over this and see the potential areas that could be improved and work on those. So delivery rate is this, open rate is very good, that means our subject lines are nailing it, but click rate is a big problem from what you can see here. Now click to open rate too actually needs so much work, and then spam complaint rates, this one too is going higher, unsubscribe rate and all. So from what you can see now, it makes it easy for you than just having to check these emails one by one to see how they performed. Now let's move over to our flows, because flows are very important. Now I want you to analyze all my live flows. Show me areas that needs improvements, flows that are not working, or flows with broken links. You can add as many what's it called, brief as you want, or rather prompt as you want, but let's just stop here for now. So I'm going to pause this again because I don't want this video to be extremely long while it's pulling this data. Alright, so the stats are here, and you can see here we have 19 flows live. These ones are critical, this one needs more monitoring, and these ones are healthy. So when you read each of these, you see the recommendations and the areas that needs potential improvement. So welcome flow is critical, sunset, this one, browse abandonment, healthy, this one, healthy, critical, monitor, healthy, monitor, healthy. So these are Claude's recommendations. So what you want to do is to go through them one by one to see the potential areas that you could improve and see how that performs for you. So it even drew out a chart just to demonstrate to us how these flows are actually doing. So when you look at the bounce rates, you can see that the sunset flow, this is like very expected, because people that are in the sunset flow are customers that are already sunsetting. They have not been opening your emails for a while, so it's very expected for them to have this number of bounces. All right, so this one, welcome flow, has 2.22 bounces. Checkout, year round sends, blah blah blah. So that's basically how the list goes on. So you can swipe up to see all the context that is being attached to each of these flows. Welcome flow, sunset flow. So basically this is how you do a deep dive into your account to see areas that need improvement, and you can even take it a step further, telling it to analyze each emails in each of this flow. Okay, analyze the emails in this flow, tell me some content, give me some content ideas that I could implement. Are there areas that I'm not communicating to the right audience? Or you can even tell it to suggest some segments that you don't have but that could help you print more money in your account. So let's assume you are sending your emails to a particular segment. Claude can recommend some other segments that are that is very important and that will help you generate more revenue to your account. So the list is just inexhaustible. Go ahead and try out so many things, ask so many questions, and after 1 hour or 30 minutes in this chat, I'm sure you get insight on what to do as it regards to your email marketing. So that will be all for this video. If you want me to make a specific video on any particular topic or any aspect of this whole integration, feel free to comment below and I'm going to make that video for you. And if you like this, please go ahead and hit that follow button if you are watching this from social media, and if you're watching it from YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Wherever you're watching from, make sure you subscribe, you follow, you like, you comment, just to encourage me to even make more videos like this one. All right, bye.